Good afternoon, this is Ivan Amaro. I decided to make a video. I have nothing to do. So I'll make a video today, but tomorrow I'm actually not going to make a video. I'll make a video probably Friday. Then maybe another one Sunday or Monday or something like that. Obviously. I was nice to pump out videos, I don't know, 5 days in a row for you guys. Obviously. Yeah, we know you're not going to let us do like that. Of course I won't, man. And don't forget, guys, when I'm king and I'm not living a life of VJ, I'm training every day. I don't care about the Soundhouse channel, guys. I don't get paid for this shit. There you go. You guys know if I make videos for you, you won the game. You're saved, and you got your full cake, right? Yeah, we got our full cake. We saw you VJ have sex. We caused a mess in your life. And now we're saved because we see you making Soundhouse videos. I'm not going to let you guys win the game. No way. I'm not making videos where I'm king, guys. I'm being serious. I forget about this channel. I'm not going to have you guys do like that. You can pray and hope what you want. I'm going to come back on the channel. I'm not coming back, guys. I'm going to forget about this channel. Oh. I'm not trending every day with VJ. Hundreds of videos and pictures. That's much better than my Soundhouse channel, guys. VJ will tell me, yeah, Ivan, don't make videos for the world. Like, we don't get paid for this, Ivan. And they act like we watch us, so why the fuck would you make videos for the world? They get what they deserve. Yeah, don't tell me that. Don't make shit, Ivan. They get what they deserve. Yeah, you guys already deserve. When I'm poor, I don't have money. I make Soundhouse videos. When I'm king, I forget about the channel. I'll make shit for you, obviously. Huh. I'm towards the end of season 3 of The Chosen. Good show. I binged it like yesterday. I saw like 3-4 episodes yesterday. I'm gonna binge more. I'm gonna finish season 3 tonight. The Chosen, right? Yeah. Did you go over your book? I haven't. Yeah, I did. I want to wrap up today. I have like about 18 pages left. I'm done volume 3. Yeah. I'm gonna go over some sections of volume 1 and 2. I might tweak a few things, add some stuff to make it more interesting, and I'm done. All I gotta do, Ivan, is just save your money. End of the year, I should save 4,000 or 5,000 next year, and I'll be able to I'll get my book approved. Once I save my like $5,000-6,000, let's say next year, I'm gonna take a vacation to the Shadow Cartier here now. I'm gonna stay there for like 5 days, 5 to 7 days maybe. But I'll get their cheapest rooms. Cheapest rooms they have are probably 100, maybe 30 a night, whatever it is. I'll get the cheapest room. I'm not rich, right? Alright, you're making 2 videos a day. No, I'm only making this one video. That's it. I'm not making any. I'm making a video maybe Friday. Yeah, we're selfish. You guys are so selfish. No matter what, you want your full cake. You're fucking wicked people, man. Yeah, you really think I'm gonna save you when I'm king? After what you did to me behind my back, you're fucking crazy. You pay a price, so you're left behind. You're not. See, I'm not making any videos on this channel, guys. So I'm king. I'm being serious, man. I'm gonna forget about this channel. I'm not gonna have you guys do like that, man. I'm not gonna have you guys win the game. You're like, oh. What do you think is the symbols in the Bible where those who are in hell are separated from God for eternity? It's a symbolism of me, Victoria Justice. Once I'm king with VJ, we're not making any videos on our Soundhouse channel. We don't care about the channel. We don't get paid for it. But yeah, the trends and videos is much better than that, man. Yeah, man, I'm gonna forget about the channel, guys. You guys will forget my channel too, obviously, right? Don't hate him, yeah. Yo, Ivan, you're now king, you're multiple VJ, you're living that life, you're trending wherever you go, you're gonna forget about your Soundhouse channel. Yes, guys. That's why a lot of people in my life will have that thought. Does Ivan even remember me now that he's king? Does he remember it? Does he remember us? And I do. Yeah, I remember you guys in Darcy. All those guys in Darcy. I still remember those guys, obviously. But they're gonna have that feeling, man. Does Ivan even remember me, man? I remember when this guy was poor and lost, and now he's king with VJ. He's a multi-billionaire, not living that life. He's a movie star now. As I guarantee you, a lot of Hollywood celebrities, their friends who they knew before they were famous, they also have that thought. Does this guy even remember me now that they're all famous, right? Well, I'm way more famous than all these Hollywood celebrities. Me and VJ's famous, crazy man. Yeah, we're God, right? It's crazy worldwide fame. Whereby me and VJ have that feeling of feeling on top of the world. And it's like an adrenaline rush. Because wherever we go, it's like the whole city staring. 500 people pull out their phones, take videos and pictures, they interview us. It's crazy. And some of that's trying on X. Hundreds of those pictures and videos are trying on X. The whole will swing into that. You feel on top of the world, man. It's a good feeling. That's what means like, oh my god, I feel so on top of the world, man. This is like an adrenaline rush. Yeah, it's like an adrenaline rush. Because everywhere we go, it's just people taking phones, videos, and pictures. It's crazy, man. Yeah, man. That's why you feel abandoned and left behind, guys. Because the fame is behind the scenes. It's not in the public eye, right? That's the setup policy. You can't do God here. That's why VJ cries you, Ivan, because VJ got duped. Yeah, Ivan, I got duped. I want to live that amazing life for you, Ivan. Travel around the world, you stay at all these resorts, all that stuff. Yeah. Go out to dinner with you, fly with you, travel with you. I want to movie star with you. I want to do music with you. She's crazy, yeah. Make 70 million off your book. You can what? Me and VJ when we go on vacations, everything is pocket change. We can rent the whole resort for ourselves. Like those resorts with the steamy pool, and you have like the ocean, the view of the ocean, like the light blue water. Yeah, I can rent the whole resort all to myself for me and VJ for like 3 weeks. Cost me a couple hundred, maybe $400,000. I can easily afford its pocket change. Yeah, stay at luxury suites. Stay at a ski resort, or in the winter we can book our own cabin, house, whatever it is for ourselves. It's all pocket change. We can afford it all, man. That's why VJ cries because she wants to live that life. Obviously, she's crazy. Yo, Ivan, I got dude. I want a piece of your billions off your book, Ivan. Out of my $70 billion. I was wondering if you were yeah, my here it comes. I predicted it, you know what I'm saying? I was wondering if you were by the way. It was fucking evil, man. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I made $17.5 million. You made $17.5 million off your book, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit. That's a lot of money, Ivan. I was like, are you gonna share that money with me, Ivan? I'm like, yes, I will, VJ. Relax, man. I'm gonna share it with you. Chill, man. You fucking evil woman. You know, she's evil, that woman, man. Why she want a piece of your money? Well, duh. Everyone around the world loves money, man. She wants a piece of the money, obviously. Yeah. Are you gonna share that money with me, Ivan? I'm like, yes, VJ, I will. Relax, man. Calm down. It was fucking evil. You're sharing all the money with you, VJ, by the way, right? That's how it works. Yeah. So, Sarah. Yeah. So you and VJ have that good feeling of being so rich. Yeah. That's why she wants a piece of it. Because having $17 billion in your bank, you have an unlimited budget, man. Like you can get the best cars in the world, high end like Mercedes Benz, BMW, Ferrari, Porsche. You can get the best cars, all pocket change. Like Transformers, all the Autobots, how like when they transform into these beautiful cars. Yeah, you usually be only high end cars like that, like 250, 300, 400, 500, $600,000, $1 million cars, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Those are high end cars. Get your best clothes. You can travel around the world, and we don't have to fly commercial anymore. We're flying privately. You will have our own pilot who flies us privately, obviously. You know, luxury jet, right? He means you're gonna have a high-end luxury jet. Yeah. He's like, yeah, we don't have to fly commercial ever again. Yeah, we do. We can fly private. We have our two jets. We can fly privately now. When we travel around the world, we don't have to fly commercial. So you no longer have to wait hours in line in the airport. No, we get the VIP. We fly privately. The customs will still check our plane and our bags, but we get VIP. We don't have to wait hours in line in the airport. If you fly privately, you land in the airport and there's customs who check your plane and your bags and everything, but you don't have to wait hours in line in the airport because you're flying privately. You get the VIP. So I don't have to fly commercial anymore, ever, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why we did cry. She wants to love you, obviously. No, I have not wanted to love you, man. I got too that. George got too bad. Gatekeepers, fucking stupid. Yeah. DJ got too, man. Fucking gatekeepers, right? Yeah. Take a shower after this. Yeah. Will you get drunk with VG a lot? Oh yeah, I will. I'll be getting drunk with VG a lot of times, obviously. Hey VG, you want to party it up? Just me and you. You know what I'm saying? We rent a resort there. Let's sit on in this TV pool. Let's just drink, listen to music, and we get drunk. We party up. We do a party ourselves, obviously. Yeah, VG Junior doesn't want to be, obviously, right? That's her ultimate dream, obviously. Yeah, she did all those guys, but her ultimate dream is to do that with Ivan. Her doesn't really care about those guys in Hollywood that much, right? She cares about me. Because I'm her old baby, not those guys. They'll hit guys I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, I don't really care about these guys that much in Hollywood. Like, I like them, I have feelings of them, but I don't really care about them. Like they're not meant for me, and you're meant for me. Yeah, I'm meant for VJ. They're not meant for her, obviously. She doesn't care about those guys in Hollywood, VJ, right? Yeah. The Victoria doesn't want one chick touching Ivan. Like, even one chick touching Ivan drives her crazy, and she turns into a demon. With those guys in Hollywood, she doesn't really care much about those guys, right? Don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Yo, I got it. Yeah, Victoria Justice got duped. She knows. Yeah, Ivan wrote that book. That match with Xanus, that's a lottery ticket to billions. He has the keys. I want him to get me out. I want a piece of that. Because if Ivan gets me out, I now have the control and power with him, not Queen. I have my freedom, and I get to share the blades with him off the book, and we get to start our own film studio and make that amazing Zane's movie like Lord of the Rings, fund our own cash, make all that money for the Amazon deal for the merchant movie, and the game with myself and Sony. At the same time, I can also do my music album, my dream album, Ivan. For $20 million, you can produce an amazing album, honestly. As the album one, the music will not cost me a lot of money, maybe $15-20 million. Because the producers in Hollywood who produce it are not cheap. The big ones will demand probably a $7-8 million, $7 million to produce it. Not cheap. As me and VJ are obviously going to hire Hollywood producers for our music because they're better than the C-list ones, right? Yeah. Would you give the producers a piece of the royalties for the music? Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to give them that much. I'll give them maybe 5 million, 10 million. That's good enough. It doesn't hurt to give them 5 million of the film of the profits for the album. Me and VJ are gonna make our blades off that too, right? Yeah, we can give them. Yeah, give them a little bit, maybe 5, 10. But if they want like 100, I'm not gonna pay them that, right? They're not worth that. Give them maybe 5-10 million of the profits, the producers. Whereas the big artists who are in our album, you pay them more, obviously. But chances are for the music, it'll just be me and VJ. If we told us like, we don't need any music artists in Hollywood. We can just be just us two. VJ will talk about that, obviously. And I have an idea to do a remix for "Make It Shine" and "Girl Up." Obviously, when you make it shine. When you make it shine, the firelight shining, make it shine, the firelight shining. You make it shine the firelight, shine and when. These Ivan, you're creative. That's beautiful. I know. I'm ready for the remix. Shine the firelight, shine and when you make it. Shine the firelight, shine and when you make it. Shine the firelight, shine and when you make it. Shine the firelight, shine. And for the girl up song, I have an idea when VJ starts singing, I say, Victoria, Victoria, I love you. It's beautiful. Looking out of a new window, Victoria, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I say that. VJ, you're a creator. That's beautiful, I know. But for those songs, you have to purchase the licensing rights off Hollywood, obviously. You want to do the remix of those songs. My idea is to have those two songs in the album for the remix, obviously. Yeah. But music is not our main focus, VJ. It's movies. It's not music. I love music, but that's not my dream. My dream is being a movie star. If you okay, Ivan, you just want to do let's just do this on the side. But our main focus is movies, obviously, not music. And guarantee for the music, I will go on an album tour. Something crazy. A world tour for that too, right? Something crazy, most likely. People are going to ask, Ivan, why you to tour? You need to tour all over Canada, the States, and Europe, and do a tour, a music tour. I'm like, okay. Maybe you'll make our tens of millions off that too, honestly, right? Fucking money. Yeah. How much do you think you make on your album, Ivan? I don't know. The album won't be expensive. It's like $12. So maybe you might make maybe our 10 billion off the album, 8 billion off the album, around there. 7 billion around there. Off the album. It's not the kind of money we're making off the movie, because movies are more expensive, but we're still making our billions off the album, obviously. I don't want to start a music production company with VJ though. Yeah. He's like, you don't want to start a music production company? No. We do it independently on the side. We don't have to start a music production company, VJ. We just hire Hollywood producers and we record it. Our documentary films and video, and it's like it's independently produced. We don't need to start a music production company, VJ. I don't want to waste money. Yeah. If we're doing it on the side, there's no point of starting a music production company. Just do it independently, right? Yeah, on the side, right? Yeah. Because let's just do it independently. Yeah, it's better that way because we're not doing music full time. There's no point of starting a music production company. Or for $5 million, you can start your music production company. But do you really want to waste money doing that, VJ? We're only doing it part time. There's no point of hiring people. Like, it's part time, so there's no point of doing that, right? Yeah, that's my point. Does VJ like music more or acting? I think she likes both. I think she likes music just as much as acting. She told me. She didn't tell me, but she said in her interview. VJ, right? Yeah. She told the person in the interview. Yeah. She told me, I'm separate from VJ. She didn't tell me shit. I'm separate from her. No, she told the one of the guys in the interview that she likes both acting and music, obviously. Right? Yeah. 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 Ivan, are you a fan of fancy restaurants? No, no. My chair, guys. Ugh. Ivan, are you a fan of fancy restaurants? No, not really. That's the one with VJ. I'm not really into the fancy restaurants. I will obviously check out a few restaurants, but I'm more into the bar restaurants. The bar restaurants I like. Fancy restaurants, I'm not really a big fan of. Who serve all these special kind of foods. I'm more simple. I prefer to just get like pizza, burger and fries, chicken strips and a poutine, or like a club sandwich, you know what I'm saying, a burrito. Like I'm more simple, right? I'm not really into that fancy stuff. Yeah. I'm not saying I won't go to fancy restaurants with EG, but I'm most likely gonna go to bar restaurants. Just a regular restaurant in the street, obviously. I'll probably just get the burger and the fries or the pizza or something like that. I'm simple, man. As hamburgers and pizza are my two favorite foods in the world. Burger and fries and pizza are like my two favorite foods in the world. I love pizza. I love hamburger, obviously. Hamburgers, obviously, right? Yeah. All right, you bluff, man. Did you really write what you show us? Yes, guys, I wrote it. I'm not lying. I wrote Xanus. That's a masterpiece. I know. Xanus is a masterpiece, man. Yeah. That's why Mel Gibson's very good for Xanus. Yeah. Mel Gibson told me, yeah, I have some ideas for your story. I'm thinking kind of something like Jesus and The Chosen, except it's a fantasy world, and the world doesn't look like that, but you get some similar vibes, Ivan. And Peter might tell me that too. Yeah, I'm thinking something like Jesus, but it's like a fantasy world, and you kind of get that Jesus vibe with the woman and the pirate, Jesus' disciple. Yeah, I have some ideas for that, Ivan. Yeah, they're gonna tell me that, obviously. They're all gonna tell me, yeah, Ivan, I read your book, man. You're looking at a masterpiece, man. That's the greatest story ever told. I know, masterpiece, man. Greatest story ever told. Yeah, man. Greatest story ever told. As you guys read, right? God, man, that hostile crowd scene was sick. I know, I love it. That's one of my favorite scenes of the book. The hostile crowd, that's the 16. This man is no thief, robber, or impostor. He is Sir Prince Tactius, son of royal blood, heir to the Xanian throne. I'm saying, yeah. I remember this man. This is a man you locked in a dungeon, Eli, and his two friends fell more. They're indeed the same. Silence. Your book is sick, I know. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? You can do attack. The people are counting on you. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, yeah, and it reads like a movie. Yeah, I know. My book reads like a movie. It's like reading a book movie, man. Yeah, I'm not lying, right? It's like a book movie, right? When you read it. Yeah. You can picture, yeah, I can picture that in a movie. That's a masterpiece, Ivan. I know. Saying this is money, man. That's why the gates would control it, but zero. That money's from me. It's not for you. You're not touching it. You won't let me touch your money. You're not touching my ear. That's how it works. Yeah. A lot of those guys take your money, Ivan. They make more. They've been making their tens of trillions every year since you were born, Ivan, for the past 33 years. So after making all that money and also taking the money that VJ makes for them in Hollywood, and now they also want to steal your money too because they're greedy psychopaths, Ivan. Yeah, I want to control everything in the world. We don't want anyone not being under our control. But because I have the keys, I'm the only one who can actually control his own money. So I have the keys to the kingdom. I don't have to sell them. Yeah. So I'm yeah. 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 Do you think you'll be traveling a lot? Oh yeah, we'll be traveling a lot. Yeah. But once we start working on the movie Xanus, we will not be traveling. We have to work hard also. Yeah. So I've during the music during the movie project, you're not going to be traveling with VJ. No, no, we have to work. No, except for weekends. Weekends we can go to maybe another city in Canada, but I mean, chances are I'm not going to be traveling during the 4 years of Xanus because we have to be focused. We have to work, obviously. But after the journey's over with, like during post production, me and VJ will be traveling, obviously a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We stay in Vancouver. We watch the post production team work on the movie, and we travel for maybe a week or two. Then once the journey's over with, and the movie's now released, and the actors and Peter Alden Mormel got their checks, me and VJ can chill in Vancouver, and we can go on a vacation because we're gonna take a good maybe 5 6 months off. We can travel to a few places and enjoy our home in Vancouver. We get ready for the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, obviously. I have to say this right. Well, yeah, sick movie for that. Yeah, yeah. Are you scared of your movie being terrible? A little bit, but I'm not scared because if you follow the book, you will get your masterpiece. Saying this is a masterpiece. If you follow that story, you're gonna get a masterpiece, guaranteed. It's only if you make a lot of changes, like Peter did for Lord of the Rings and Hollywood did for the sequels to George Lucas, and you don't plan out your trilogy, then your trilogy can be a mess. But if you follow the Xanus story, you'll get a masterpiece. And you add stuff to make it better, give more depth to the story, you'll get your masterpiece even better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. You'll get a masterpiece, man. Just tell Peter Mel, yeah, I'm thinking something like Prince of Egypt for the Exodus. I'm thinking something like Moria for the cavern scene. I want the civilians to be scared with torches. Oh, okay, Ivan, yeah, yeah, that's already a masterpiece. And Taki that comes down to the south to save the Silence from the Devils, that's already a masterpiece. The dungeon scene, you put Takis on trial, they seize him, they put him in a dungeon. add more scenes with Eratat, with Job, with the Fool to make it more interesting. The prologue, you add a few more things. But follow the story, you'll get your masterpiece. So this is a masterpiece, man. Masterpiece, Xanus. Sarah? Emma. Yeah. Well, here's man, what will the Xanus world be like? Well, it's not like Lord of the Rings, and it's not like Passion of the Christ, but you're gonna get similar vibes to both those movies, obviously, right? The Chosen, all you guys who watch The Chosen, you will get a little bit of Chosen vibes with Xanus, with the Chosen vibes with Xanus, as well as Lord of the Rings vibes, but it's a totally different world. It doesn't look like Lord of the Rings. I showed you guys the picture. I want my world to look something like that. But it's like a fantasy world. You get a little bit of that medieval feel, ancient time feel, like The Chosen. It's like that, obviously. But because I'm putting $1 billion towards each volume, you're looking at an unheard of world, man. Something beautiful. You're looking at battle scenes that will blow Peter Jackson's Helm's Deep Battle of Hornsburg out of the water. Yeah. Because in the book they call it the Battle of Hornsburg in Two Towers when you read it, right? That battle takes place like midway through the book, guys. All you learning fans don't talk about, the battle takes place around midpoint. The Battle of Hornsburg. Peter Jackson had to be at the end of the movie because Peter Jackson made a lot of changes to the adaptation. I'm gonna keep saying that right. The Battle of Hornsburg is in the middle of Two Towers, I believe, if I remember. Whereas in the movie, it's the end, obviously, of the story, right? Yeah. Well, Peter might tell you to go for Vigo. Yeah, he might because he's biased. But Vigo will be older. He'll be like in his late 70s when he films a movie. He's 67 now. Vigo will be pushing almost 80 when he films a movie. Couldn't he handle that work, man? He'll be like 79, 80 when he does the movie. He'll be old. Whereas Don Cheadle and all them are younger. Don Cheadle and Russell Crowe will be like about 70. They're younger, whereas Vigo will be like almost 80, so he's old, obviously. Okay, I'm sitting out. Peter might tell me to go for Russell Crowe though, because Russell Crowe will help build more buzz. He's a bigger A-lister, Russell Crowe. He signed his $100 million deal, right? And his Australian money is a massive deal for him, obviously. Yeah. But somebody tells me it's going to be Don Cheadle. I am choosing Don Cheadle as Maramus. Peter's like, yeah, Ivan, go for Don Cheadle. He's cheaper. Just go for Don Ivan. Vigo's good too, but he's old. Yeah, I know. What worries me about him is his age. He'll be like 80, Peter. Like, he won't be able to do the stuff he was able to do in Lord of the Rings, man. Whereas 70, you're still pretty good. Whereas when you're 80, you're kind of done, right? Like, look at Harrison Ford. Like, he's done now. You see him in Dial Destiny. Like, he struggles to move and do all these action scenes. He's fucking old. He's like 80, early 80s. Harrison Ford. Yeah, that's my point, right? I'm saying, yeah. 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 Well, Peter might tell you to go for Russell Crowe. Yeah, when I tell Peter, yeah, I'm thinking of Russell Crowe from Merrimans, Peter might tell me, yeah, he's good for Merrimans. He'll help with Buzz Ivan. He's a big, powerful actor. I know. Yeah, but he's more expensive. Like, he's afford to pay him obviously a lot of money. Yeah, I mean, give him a nice piece of the film profits and like nice $25 million of film profit. That's a good deal for him, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, your profits are unlimited, Ivan. Yeah, my profits are unlimited. That's why I can pay the Hollywood actors a lot of money, obviously. Yeah, but their agents get greedy. I'm not paying them more money, right? If Russell Crowe wants 100 million of film profits, I'm not paying him that. 55 million is enough for him. I'm not paying him more than that, man. You're getting greedy, Russell. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's a deal. Sorry. Yeah. 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 So all the Hollywood actors are gonna want to be part of that story. Oh yeah. Once they read my book, man, I want to be a part of that story. That's a masterpiece, man. Yeah, fighting all those devils with Ivan, and experiencing the horror with him. I want to be a part of that journey. That's why all the Hollywood actors' agents are gonna call my office, man. It's been crazy. Let's open for business, right? Hello, hello, this guy's name. How may I help you? It's crazy, man. Yeah, they're all calling my office. My secretaries are bombarded with so many calls, hundreds of calls from the agents, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, you're crazy, man. You think Xanus will be better than The Dark Knight, Dune 2, Avengers, I don't know, Infinity War? Yes. Xanus is a better story than all those stories. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah. It's a masterpiece. Where all the Hollywood executives and directors and screenwriters are blown away by my story. Holy shit, man. Ivan's fucking gifted, man. This is the greatest story ever told, man. Like, nothing can beat this. Yeah, you can't beat the story. It's too deep and too powerful. Too powerful. You can't beat that. Because I have the heavenly gift, obviously. You don't hear me say, yeah. Sarah, I have the heavenly gift. If I sold out, my book would be winning. I would guarantee win the awards, man. You know, in Hollywood you have the Oscars. Yeah, my book saying is if I sold out, I'd be winning all these awards, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that book that Ivan wrote is the greatest files I've ever written. Nothing can beat this, man. This deserves an award. Yeah, my book deserves an award, man. It's a fucking masterpiece, man. I went over my book today. I'm blown away by the plot and the end. The end war scene. The end war will blow your mind away, guys. In my book, it's a masterpiece, man. War and Becoming King is probably my second favorite chapter, guys. It's better than even Unexpected Journey. Yes, the thesis seems very powerful, but after that, the War in the Caverns is amazing, but it's not as good as the End War. And the rest of Unexpected Journey is just them walking and everything, you know what I'm saying? Their journey. So I'd say War and Becoming King is my second favorite chapter after Walking with the Animals. You can even argue it's the best one. It just depends on how the art hits you. Because the speech that Eratet and Takis give in the war, leading up to the war, is fucking cinema. It's fucking, it's a masterpiece. It's entertaining shit. But Walking with the Animals is probably my favorite. And a close second, probably War and Becoming King. And Unexpected Journey, the first chapter with the Thesis, is my third favorite. And the worst one is Secret Council Surprising Arrival. That's probably the worst one, right? Yeah. That's why Victoria Justice will be shocked. I was like, Ivan, you wrote that book? I'm like, yeah. No, Ivan, seriously, man, did you really write that book? I'm like, yeah, I did with no help. I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a match, man. That's the greatest novel I read in my life. Ivan, I binged your whole book in like one day, Ivan. Really, yeah, I read your whole book in like 8 hours. I just sat down, I had like a wine, I read the whole thing, Ivan. I was so hooked. I was so entertained. I love the character with you, and I'm saying, that's a fucking masterpiece, Ivan. I know, it's a masterpiece. Read it, you're just blown away by the plot. It's cinema on the page, man. And it reads like a movie when you read it. Like, wait till you read the cavern scene. That's like a movie, the war, and you read the end war scene, it's like a movie, guys. It reads like a movie. It's a masterpiece, man. Yeah. A little raw my book is, but I fixed up most of all the stiffness, guys. I fixed it up when I went over volume 2. I fixed like all of it up, so it's now less raw. But even some section of my book, you will catch a little bit of rawness, maybe 0.001% of rawness, but most of it is top notch. Obviously, some sour. I'll show you guys more scenes. Re-snippets, not new scenes, guys. For now on, I'm only going to show you re-snippets, no new scenes. Yeah, and I'm also going to create a chart for the descendants, right? I'm going to create a chart, obviously. After eventually, I'm going to end up creating my own ancestry chart, right? Like, Tactius comes from this line, yeah. The human line, wolf line, and the bat line. Obviously. Oh, why am I on this? Yeah. Oh, your book is sick. Oh, my book is money, man. This is money, man. Well, I haven't shown us new scenes. No, guys. I already spoiled quite a bit of Volume 1 and 2 for you. I'm not showing you new scenes. Sorry. Just re-snippets. What you guys already read, right? I showed you guys a new scene 20 years later. I'm not showing you any more new scenes, guys. I almost spoiled so for you guys, right? I'll show you the scene when Takis wants to see the walls again, right? Why is there a wall built? You know what I'm saying? No? Okay, I found the scene. This scene's sick, and the bigger scene is right after this. I'm not showing you that scene because I almost full surf you guys, right? Okay. Show you this scene here. Okay. You can keep reading. You guys already read the scene, right? Taki's just curious about the walls. But the scene after this is a pretty big scene, but I'm not showing you that scene. I want full story for you, obviously. Pause and read that. Alright, your book is sick. No, this is not even one of my most entertaining scenes at all, guys. But it's entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? Keep reading that. Oops. Okay, let me just look. Okay, I don't want to spoil the next scene. The next scene, right? Keep reading. Yeah, let me just look. Why doesn't Cassius and Miramis want to tell Tacitus to know about devil wolves? Because they're too young to know about the devil wolves, and they made a promise to his mother, obviously, Queen Sarah. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously, as you guys read in the end of the prologue, right? She's like, make no mention of the devil wolves to the kids. Remember that? Yeah, when they're kids, right? Yeah. Okay, keep reading. Your book is sick, I know. This is not one of my most entertaining scenes at all, guys. But they're still entertaining. Yeah, even my less entertaining scenes are entertaining enough to keep you hooked. That's my point, right? Yeah. I can show you a bit of the scene here, the bigger scene here, but I'm not showing you all of it, obviously. You can read that. Okay. I can show you a little bit of the big scene next, and that's it. Just a little glimpse of it. I'm not showing you all of it, obviously. Okay. Okay. You can read that. And this is it, guys. I'm not showing you guys anything. I'm only showing you recent bits, but I'm giving you a bit more of a glimpse of the scene that you guys already read and right now, right? Just a glimpse of it, but I'm not showing you the whole thing. Obviously, you'll find one when you read the book, obviously. And I'll show you this little paragraph here, and that's it. I'm not showing you more. Okay, that's this, just this, and that's it. This is the beginning of the big scene, the pretty big scene, but I'm not showing you any more after this. Alright, it pisses off when you do them. I want to know more. I know, guys. When you purchase my book, I don't want to spoil store for you. I'm sorry. Pause me that, and that's it, guys. Yeah. So I showed you a little glimpse of the bigger scene, but I didn't show you all of it. I'm not showing you all. I'm not supposed to store for you. So you'll find me when you read the book. Yeah. Fine, your book is sick. On my book is sick. That's not one of my most entertaining scenes. The scene that you guys read the glimpse of. That's one of my bigger scenes in that chapter. But out of all the scenes in the book, that's not one of my big scenes, guys. That's my point, right? But it's a pretty big scene on Tachyon, which is arguably one of my weakest chapters in the book, obviously. Yeah, they showed them the Tachyon got a view of the wall, got a view from the wall, obviously. They're like, wow, it's beautiful. And then Cassius is like what you see. They're like, yeah, you do not let that beauty deceive you, because the South is not like the North. Your book is sick. I know it's sick. He's alright. He's better on the rings. Okay, he's better on the rings. I'm saying, yeah. Obviously, can they see the South from the wall? Barely. They can barely see it. You know how in Lord of the Rings, when you had Gandalf talking to Pippin, and you can barely see the Mount Doom. You have something like that for the Xanians. They can barely see this out, just barely, because it's tens of miles away. Tens of miles away, obviously, but they can barely see it. And then Cassius tells that's always a guys, yeah, I like what you see. Well, do not let this beauty deceive you. Why? What happens after that? I won't spoil over you. You'll see what I'm read the book. I won't spoil over you guys, man. You're approaching my book, and I won't spoil over you, I'm saying. That's why I wrote Masterpiece Man, you know. He's like, I bet, yeah, you're looking at a Masterpiece Man. I was like, he shows on the wall, do not let the beauty deceive you, you know what I'm saying? And the demon wolves live in the South Barak. Holy shit, this is better than Lord of the Rings. Oh, he's better than the Ring. Masterpiece Man. Oh. Yeah. So that's the first time. Oh shit. My chair. Ugh. So Ivan, that's the first time Tachyon and Antonius see the walls. Yes. First time Tachyon and Antonius see the walls, obviously. Ever since they were little kids, they never went up the wall and had a view. That scene that you guys read, that's the first time they actually see what's beyond the walls. Obviously. Because Sarah and them don't want them knowing about the devils. That's why they're not allowed to go up the walls. When the Cassie's like, look, we'll take them to the walls, but we'll leave the devils out of this. We'll show them the walls and tell them about the South, but leave the devils out of this, obviously. They don't want to frighten the children, obviously. You're looking at Mac, I know. It says, like what you see, do not let this beauty deceive you. Obviously. That's why they're like, wow, it's beautiful. And Kai's like, yeah, do not let that beauty deceive you. Yes, the North is beautiful, but once you enter the South, it's a different kingdom, and the devil wolves live there. That's why they're looking at a Masterpiece Man. Come on. It pisses off when you do that, man. We show you that scene, we're hooked. We want to know more, but yeah, I can't show you everything, guys. I won't spoil some. I already spoiled quite a bit of Volume 1 and 2 for you guys, right? You gotta see my book. When you read my book, you'll be like, yeah, I even spoiled a little bit of Volume 1 and 2 for us. We kind of have an idea, but Volume 3, you don't know shit. That's why I'm not showing you Volume 3. And I'm not showing you any more new scenes, because I don't want to spoil for you guys. Always re-snippets. That's it. I think after today, I'm done showing you guys scenes from my book. I showed you guys enough re-snippets. I'm done, obviously. You guys will find out what happens when you purchase my book, obviously, right? Yeah. Take a shower after this. Yeah. So every scene I showed you guys impressed? Yeah, we're impressed. Even your scenes that are not as entertaining we're still hooked, Ivan. Yes, guys. Everything I show you is constant entertainment. I'm not lying. There's not one boring chapter. Like, everything is interesting, man. Even the less interesting scenes are still interesting enough, entertaining enough to keep you hooked. They're not as good as the big scenes, but they're still entertaining enough to keep you turning the page. I know how to keep the story pacing. I know how to control your mind and keep you hooked because I'm a genius, obviously, a creative genius. I don't believe you, man. You use AI. You didn't write that on your own. No, guys, I wrote it on my own. I'm not lying. What I showed you guys, I wrote that, man. I wrote it with no help of my own. Yeah. Sarah? Yeah. That's why Peter Jackson's like, yeah, Ivan, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. Like, even your young Tactius scenes will be fucking entertaining, Ivan. Like, they don't know about the devil wolves and everything. They have to attack, Cassian have to keep it from them. And he shows them the wall, and he says, like what you see, you know what I'm saying? Do not let this be deceive you, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Peter's Ivan, looking at our master, this is better than the Rings. No, Peter's better than the Rings. Well, I guess we'll tell me it's a masterpiece. Yeah, Ivan, this is better than Peter Jackson of the Rings. I know, Mel. It's a masterpiece, man. Will you be adding some of the movie? Of course I will. I'll be adding probably a good maybe 25-30% of scenes in the movie to make it more, add more depth to the scenes and the story. But we follow the story, Peter. Now, don't stray away from the story. I'll be very strict on that, right? Xanus is my baby. I don't even want to ruin that story, man. There's nothing worse than writing a masterpiece. The world loves your book, and the movie's shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to work hard and be careful what scenes we add, Peter or Mel, right? You gotta be careful with that stuff. Yeah. Adding more scenes, more dialogue to make it more interesting, obviously. And I'll be changing quite a bit of dialogue too. That's better for the adaptation. And I will probably omit some scenes that may not translate as well, and I change it to another scene, or we just don't include that scene. But chances are most of the scenes that are in the book will be in the movie. But some scenes, Peter Jackson might tell me to take it out. Ivan, we should cut this. Cut this. It won't translate well on screen. Peter might tell me that, obviously, for some of the scenes. But he'll tell me, no, Ivan, all your scenes are good for a movie, Ivan. Like, your book reads like a movie. Yeah, it reads like a movie. It's a masterpiece in this. It reads like a movie. It's an amazing story. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's what the Ace of Control Brown Ivan. You know, you did. You know, you were, yeah, I even wrote a masterpiece, man. We want to control that, man. Those are greedy pigs, man. Oh, God. Yeah. You know, I mean, that's very psychotic, man. They make all that money and they don't want you. They make a big deal of you making, I don't know, 70 billion off your book and like 50 billion off your brand when they make what, more than 10 times what I'm making, man. The gatekeepers are probably make their 50 plus trillion a year. Like 50 trillion is so much money, you don't even know what to do with that money. Obviously, yeah, I'm a greedy psychopath. Even if I make my 70 trillion a year, and I'm envious, I don't want you making your 70 billion a year because they're envious, obviously. Yeah, I can't stand the fact that we should be that rich, Ivan. It pisses me off. I'm envious. That's why God gave me the keys, the way they don't do me, man. You make your billions, they don't do you. They don't touch your money. Sorry. Yeah. All right, do you think a lot of people will binge your book in one day? Oh, yeah. Because Xanus is a book you can't put down. When you're in a zone reading it, you won't be able to put it down, guys. Yeah, man. It's a book you can't put down. You just hook for hours, 200 pages. The only way you'll put the book down is if you get tired, or you have to do something. You have to do something. You have to run some errands or something like that. But if you're off work that day and you once you read the book, you won't be able to put it down. Obviously, unless you're tired and you want to take a break. But you're gonna always want to know more. I want to know what happens next. You're just hooked in the zone reading it because I know how to control your mind and keep you hooked. So it's just that good, man. As I went over a good I'm where I started going over Walking with the Answers, and now I'm towards the end of War and Becoming King. In the past 2.5 weeks, I went over 100 plus pages of my book, and those 100 pages flew by. It feels like it's I read 40 pages because I was just hooked going over it. It's an entertaining story, man. Yeah, it's so entertaining. It'll be an embarrassment in the industry, a public embarrassment. Ivan put all the greats to shame. You know what I'm saying? And what? And you're gonna wish the book was longer. Yeah, I wish Ivan wrote a 1,200, 1,400 page book. I can read Ivan's book all day, man. He's such an amazing storyteller. He's an amazing author, as I am. Amazing author, obviously. But Xanus is not 1,000 pages, guys. Xanus will be about 800 plus pages, 820 pages maybe. So it's a long book. It's longer than Fellowship of the Ring, but I mean, because it's a masterpiece, guys, those 800 pages are gonna fly by, man. You're like, what? The book's already done? Man, those 800 pages flew by fast, man. Yeah, it flew by fast because you were hooked. And the story was so entertaining. You're blown away by the story, obviously. That's why the 800 pages are going to fly by. Yeah, man. You can binge the whole thing one day, guys. I'm not lying, right? Yeah. Brian Durfee will binge my book in one day because Brian Durfee is a fast reader. He reads 100 pages an hour. He said in his videos, right? Yeah, he'll binge my book in 8 hours. 800 page book, he'll binge it in 8 hours. He just sits on his porch. He has a coffee, or a beer if he drinks. He reads my book and he's hooked. He's like, holy shit. Before you know it, you're done volume 1, then you read volume 2, you're done volume 2, then you're in volume 3, and that's when the crazy shit happens. You're hooked reading. You're like, Brian Durfee's like, holy shit, man, this is a master, man. This is the greatest fantasy novel written, man. I enjoy this more than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones. Yes, guys, it's better than J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and George R. R. Martin's Game of Thrones and Stephen Erickson's Malazan and J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. Yeah, as you guys read, right? Yeah. So Tactius is curious. Yeah, he is. He's like, Cassius, tell me why there's a wall built. You know what I'm saying? And Cassius is ignoring him. He doesn't want to tell him about leaving walls. He's like, it's none of your business, cousin. He's like, well, why do we have an army? You know what I'm saying? Why are you training me in the arts? He's curious. And Cassius is like, okay, we'll show them the walls, tell them about the South, and all that stuff, but leave the double walls out of this. That's what Cassius told Maramis. Obviously, your book is sick, I know. Yeah. Why are they keeping the wolves from Tactius and Neptunius? Because they're kids. They don't want to frighten those guys, right? They're not ready. They're not ready yet to hear the news of the horrifying devil wolves in the South. They're not ready yet, obviously. They're young kids. They don't want to frighten them, obviously. And they also made a promise to Queen Sarah. Queen Sarah told Cassius, train my sons, obviously in the arts, whatever it is, and she's like, leave the double wolves out of this. Don't tell them about double wolves. They're too young. They're not ready yet. Yeah. But Tactius wasn't ready to get his gift, obviously, as you guys read in the other scene, right? I think it's time. Time for what, sister? You lost me, sister. Time for what? I think it's time for Tactius to receive his gift that was given to him. And that's the sword that was crafted for him. The special sword crafted for him when he was born, obviously. Yeah. Because Tactius and Queen Sarah couldn't think of any gift to give Tactius because Tactius already had all the wealth and status passed down to him, obviously. That's what Queen Sarah told Tactius. Yeah, no gift have we given him. what gift can we possibly give him? He already has all the wealth, the status given to him. What can we possibly give him? And then Tactius the verse is like a sword. I'm gonna have a sword forged for my son. That leads to the scene with the eagles. Pretty odd by looking at our map. This is what I think. Always the race of sense. Masterpiece, man. This is money. Yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. Yeah, man. Some Sarah. Yeah, Ivan, you don't look like a guy who's an amazing author. I know, because like your vocabulary, your English is not that good when you speak. Like I just can't believe you wrote that, Ivan. You don't look like that guy who could write a story like that, Ivan. I know, but I'm not lying, guys. I wrote that, man. I'm not lying. When I showed you what I wrote. It's a masterpiece, man. Number one. Yeah. Ivan, will you win an award for your book? No, I won't, because I didn't sell to the gatekeepers. So I will not be winning any awards. But my book, if I sold out, my book would be winning the awards, man. Xanus is a better book than all these fantasy novels, man. It's better than all those books. I put the greats to shame, right? J.R.R. Tolkien, George R. Martin, J.K. Rowling, I put their books to shame. My book is a better book than those books, guys. As you guys read it, right? It's a better story. There you go. Yeah. That's why Xanus will be the greatest man ever written. I'll be the greatest man ever made. Anyways, guys, here's the video. Hope you guys love the show. Stay tuned. I'll make a video Friday. So I'm saying, peace. All I am saying, peace out, guys.